going on, including that bronze in Rio. Relay gold.
Titmus was 158 flat, 201.6 when she went to 359.6 a couple of days ago, Ted. Again, 359.6, that's the fastest time in the world this year. Again, that was at their national championships. She was quoted that she was not rested. She only came down a couple of days. Is that a kind of a shot across the Pacific to Katie to say, here I am, I'm going to be a factor not only this summer, but next summer? Let's slow down a little bit, okay? Let's back off that just a little bit. Yep. Katie's been under 359 9 times. Yes. Nobody else has ever been under 359.
Katie Ledecky, and I've seen her a little bit so far this year, but she's just entered a new phase in her life. She's just finished her classes at Stanford. She took a year before enrolling at Stanford to prepare for Rio. And now with this quarter just ending, Stanford is a quarter school, she is also going to stop classes until the Tokyo Games, and then she'll resume and finish her degree after that. But she is staying at Stanford to continue to train, just as Simone Manuel is. And to me, Roddy, that's an incredible story, because look, Katie left her only coach to go across the country and has thrived at Stanford, been part of championship teams, and has thrived with Greg Lee. It's a great compliment to Greg Lee, and that Katie's staying there.
And it's a great compliment to that team atmosphere that Stanford has built. You know, they won the NCAA championships again this year, back-to-back, and he's built an incredible team, and certainly the potential of a dynasty. You know, you talk about Katie's best time. Well, 158 flat, 201.6 was Titmus a couple days ago. Her world record time, I'm talking about Ledecky, 157.1, 159.3. That's a big difference. Now, she's a full 2 seconds off of what Titmus went a couple of days ago at the 200 mark. 158, well, she was actually 157.9, so a little bit off of that, but you never know as far as training goes where each one are at. I mean, a lot of these swimmers will say they're not tapered, and then they are tapered, and then, you know, they don't go faster, but I have a feeling this Titmus is the real deal. And the first real deal we've seen.
Well, that's
right. I mean, if we've been talking a little bit about it since 2012.
It's evolution. Somebody has to come along to challenge Katie at some point.
At some point, there has to be. And I think it's exciting for the sport, and I think it will drive Katie, and I think it will drive Leah, and I think it will drive other swimmers around the world. When you have competition, I think it breeds that great competition that you like to see in swimmers. Now, she's going to be about 00 here, 301.1. That was, what, 101.3. There, she's been known to come back on a great last 100, especially last 50. She'll be 29 plus at least the last 50. So outside shot of breaking 4 minutes, but my guess is she's probably going to be about 4:02.
And so no surprise, it is Ledecky, but again, Leah Smith. And it's
having a good one.
You made a great point. She's in the picture.
Yeah.
She's in the same frame. And that hasn't always been the case in races.
Well, nobody has.
Right.
They're not saying anything about Leah. Nobody's been in the same
Kaersten Meitz, by the way, was third at the turn. So we reference that as they come home. And as always, it is Ledecky and the clock. We'll give Leah Smith credit because she's going to be a strong second.
It was 4:02.7 back in January. She's going to be faster here.
4:01.5. So 4:01.5, that will, actually that is going to be the second fastest time. It's a little over a second faster than the time she put up in Knoxville, the first TYR Pro Swim Series.
Yep, 159.8, 201.3, something around there. My math is good enough there. Pretty nice job there of Katie Ledecky and Leah Smith. 201.7 actually coming home. This is, remember, this is April. And I think we certainly haven't seen the best of Katie Ledecky yet. Not even close.
And Leah Smith's 4:05.17 for her swim Kaersten Meitz is third. All right, Katie joins us. Katie, did you have a target tonight?
I had some things I wanted to work on in my race and execute those things. I didn't have a target goal time for the end or anything, yeah.
Ted asked a good question. Do you think about the clock when you swim, like in April, or do you just try to maintain stroke count, technique, things like that?
Yeah, I'm mainly focusing on stroke count and how I'm controlling my races and just trying to put together an altogether good race.
Yeah, so how was your report card on those points?
I think it's pretty good. I wanted to be controlled on the first 200 and see what I could do in the last 200. So I haven't seen the splits, but felt good, so pretty happy with it.
Quickly, what do you think about Titmus's swim a couple days ago? Now, I'm sure you heard that she went 3:59. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's great. It's exciting. I'm excited to race her at Worlds this summer, and I know they still have their qualifying, but she'll be there, and just excited to have that race, excited to have Leah there next to me, and got to train with her the last couple weeks, so hopefully we can go to Gwangju and do some damage.
Katie, thanks. Go watch the Islanders.
Thank you. Yes.
Katie Ledecky, of course, her uncle owns the New York Islanders. Playoff hockey tonight. We thank you for joining us, and thanks to everybody with USA Swimming with Rowdy Gaines, Ted Robinson. We'll see you Saturday night, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. East, once again on Olympic Channel.